Welcome to part 2 of finding out if a gas engineer and his wife can build a carport. If you missed part 1, we were chopping a big tree down, and I will leave a link in the description below. Anyway, it's Bank Holiday Monday, it's day 2, it's a beautiful day, and we need to trim all these bushes using this beast. So, let's get on with it. Now we've trimmed all the hedges back, you can see my little mate again, my little gargoyle. It always goes missing. So that's the hedges all trimmed back, and may I say my wife is the best helper apprentice I've ever had. She's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to do some marking out now to see how big we're going to be making this and whether my wife approves or not. So we've already hit a snag. I just laid this wood out. This here is the length we want to make the carport, so this is 15 feet here, and sticking out too far. We need to get it back as far as we can along this edge, so that means I'm going to have to be taking this stone up here in the corner to get it right back as far as we can. Well, let's have a go doing that then. I bought this tin of line marking paint, which seems to be doing a pretty good job. Now we've just parked one of the cars in the bay on the skew, but it gives you some idea of the size, because we're now thinking 3 bays is too big and stick to 2 bays, even though Rose is helping us here. This is where the 3rd car would go. What do you think, guys? Put it down in the comments and let us know. Should we go with 3 or should we stick with 2? Because it's going to take a lot of digging out. So there's going to be a post here, a post here, a post here, and then there's going to be the same number of posts at the back, and then one in the set in the middle of this side and the middle of the other end. So what we've decided to do is we're going to make the first 2 bays, see how they look, and then make the decision with your help whether we go from 2 to 3. Now we're back from the tip, taking all the leaves. Just wanted to show you the wood we've got for winter for our log burner. Yes, I know it needs a bit of preparation, but we got plenty of wood, might last us the winter. Anyway, that is the end of Bank Holiday Monday, because none of our deliveries have happened, but we should be getting the wood and all the bits we've ordered tomorrow. So I'll catch you in the morning. So, welcome to Tuesday. Weather isn't as good as it was yesterday, but hopefully it's rained this morning and it stays away. So you've just seen the most exciting part of the day so far. Howarth Timber, which is a timber yard right near my training centre, so thanks for them for delivering the wood. So let's get on with Tuesday. Now, first job I found for my wife today is going to get these stumps over to the garage, and she's going to paint the first 2 foot of the posts, and that's what's going to go in the ground. So posts don't normally rot at the bottom, they rot near the ground level. So we're going to paint it first, and then I'm probably going to wrap some damp proof coursing or something like that round the top so they don't rot. So that's the first job. Now, YouTube tells me if I want 8 foot of the post sticking out of the ground, I need to bury 2 foot of it. So all I've done is I've just masked it off with a bit of masking tape so my wife knows where to paint to, because my wife loves a bit of masking tape. All I'm using for this is some gloss paint for wood, exterior use. That's all I'm doing, that's all I'm using. Now, like I said before, the post would probably rot up here. So this is where I'll protect it before I do the concreting. Anyway, something for my wife to do all day. Now, when it comes to the actual size of the hole, YouTube says it needs to be 3 times the diameter of the size of the wood you're putting in. So I've done 4x4 posts. So 4x4 times 3 is 16 inches. I hope. My maths is shocking. Anyway, I've marked out the circles, so that's the diameter of the hole I'm going to be digging. And obviously it tapers in, and it's going to be 2 foot deep. Now, going to start digging the first hole. Now, YouTube tells me the best tools for this are this, because remember, I'm going to be going nearly 2 foot down here. So use this for screwing down, making a hole. And I'm using one of these to take the soil out. Obviously, I've got the old shovel and spades and a grafter, so let's get on with it. I can't believe how deep that stone went. My word. Well, hopefully that's the end of the stone. Now we got past the stone, see if this corkscrew's any good. Well, it's loosened it up. Now I've loosened it up with a corkscrew. Let's see if I can get to grips with these backwards shovels. think this is going to take longer than I thought. So, after about half an hour digging, I'm about halfway. Oh my god, this is tedious. I might need to get a mini digger. I had an idea. Got my little chisel thing on my breaker drill. I'm going to see what happens then. No wonder I can't get any deeper. Look how thick that root is. Oh my word. I have to have plan B on this hole. So, using my big square, I've squared the wood off. So this hole needs coming back a little bit. It's not really in the right spot. Now, it's looking kind of straight across there, as best as I can do it with the wood. This one is looking in the right spot, so the post is going to be where two pieces of wood join. So that one's in a good spot, and that one's perfect. So I've continued the wood through, and the original markings pretty much spot on that side and that side. So that's the three at the back done. Now I've got a plan, because I can only go 15 inches deep because of the roots, but I've got a plan, a cunning plan. I'll show you later. So what I'm going to do now is start these three holes. We're having an upgrade on the breaker, so my delivery has come from Screwfix, so we're going to get out the big old beast. A good old 54 volter. Needs special bits for these to fit in the end, because they're bigger than a normal SDS. We run it on spin, we run it on breaker. It's an heavy piece though. Let's see if it's any better. So that's the last of the holes dug. So we've dug 6 holes today, so not too bad. So why don't you join us in part 3, when we're actually going to put the posts in and concrete them in. So hopefully you've liked the video, and I'll catch you in part 3. Cheers.